learners. We will continue with our previous discussion. In our previous class, we have in a previous video we have discussed about the cash books and the types of cash book and the needs. Today we'll first type of cash book we'll discuss. See the single column cash books. Meaning single column cash book has one amount column on each side. That means it has got only one amount column on either side, that is the debit side as well as in the credit side you will have only one amount columns. The second one is that, see second line, it does not keep any record about banking transaction and cash discount. It will not be recording any bank related transaction. Businessmen they go to bank for depositing cash and withdraw cash or check. So this type of records will not be find any entry on the single column cash book, as well as any cash discount received or cash discount allowed, that entry also will not be recorded in the single column cash book. See the format, the second format of single column cash book. This is the format, exactly the format of a ledger account. See date, on the debit side date column, particular column, LF means ledger folio column, then one amount column only one. Then again this is the credit side, date, particular, ledger folio, amount. This is the credit side. This from here to here this is credit side, and from this amount column to this side it is debit side. Single or simple column cash book. This is the format how to draw. Now today we'll see with an example practical. We'll try to solve it. See, enter the following transaction in a single column cash books. 2018 January 1 cash in hand 11,200. January 5 received from Atto 300. January 7 paid rent rupees 30 rupees. January 8 sold goods rupees 300. January 10 paid to Lima 700. January 27 purchased furniture rupees 200. January 31 paid wages rupees 100. So these are our transaction. Now we will try to solve it. As you can see the format, this is the format. This format I have drawn here. Date, particular, LF means ledger folio, amount, again date, particular, ledger folio, amount. Debit, this side is debit, that side is credit. Now first one is we have cash in hand. That is the last year balance. Last year balance we have cash 11,200. So when any balance in hand on the debit side, so there is January 1 2018 January 1 we have balance of cash in hand, so that is why to balance BD 11,200. Now if it is started business or commence business with cash this amount suppose, then the here the first entry will be like that, to capital account, it will be the capital. But here is the balance, means previous balances of cash we have, so that is why this to balance BD 11,200. The second entry, second transaction, so to receipt from Atto, this amount has been received, so debit side is the receipt side. From home receipt to Atto, date 5 January 5 to Atto account 300 receipt, that is very good. Next is January 7 paid rent, so payment side. January 7 buy rent, for rent you paid 30 rupees recorded. Then next is date 8 sold goods rupees 300. If you sell goods you will receive cash, that is why receipt side. To sales, how we have received, by way of sales, that is why on date 8 to sales account 300 you have received. Okay, the next one, next transaction, January 10 paid to Lima, you made a payment to Lima 700. Again January 10 by Lima, you made payment to Lima, so payment side by Lima 700, account 700. Next we have 27, date 27 purchase furniture. When you purchase anything, that also you have, the money will go out from your hand, so you have to make payment, so that is why 200 payment side entry, or you can say credit side. 27 date January 27 by way of furniture, so there is by furniture account 200 you have made payment. Okay, as you can see, purchase furniture 200, so there is by furniture 200 recorded on the credit side, which is also known as payment side. The last one entry is January 31, paid wages. So payment of wages on 31, 100 rupees. So payment side 100 rupees, by wages 100 rupees you have made payment. Now entry is finished. Now you have to total it. Now total it, you see, as you can see, 11,200, 300, 300. Your debit side total is 11,800. Okay, 11,800. But if you check your amount in the credit side, you see 30, 700, 200 and 300. It is, the total is only how much? 1,030 rupees. See, 7, 8, 9 and 1,030. So 1,030. But how much I have written? 11,000. Total I have written 11,800. You may say, why you have written? So the doubt will come in your mind. The side showing more total, the debit total is more, so that total you have to write down on both the side. Okay, that total you have to write on both the side. After that, the debit side is more and credit side is less, so you have to balance it. Means from the debit side total you have to deduct the credit side total. So when you deduct, this balance of cash you will have in your hand. Means 11,800 minus 10,030, sorry, 1,030, so it becomes 10,770 will be the available of cash in your hand after making payment, all sorts of payments. You will have January 31, the last date of balancing date, by balance CD 10,770, then this total becomes 11,800. This is the closing balance of cash for month of January. So this closing balance will be the opening balance of next month. So February 1 to balance BD, this B/D 10,770. Okay, I hope you have understood. Thank you. Please like the video, share with your friends and comments also. Okay, thank you.